An urgent search in Montgomery County leads off the 6th tonight. Rescue teams trying to find a missing college student in the Potomac River.
Family members talking with us here at Fox 5 about 20-year-old Towson University student Naz Bell, who was last seen by friends slipping under the surface. It all happened near a popular cliff diving spot.
Fox 5's Bob Barnard is along the Potomac tonight in Maryland with the latest.
We spoke to Naz Bell's parents live at 4 o'clock. They had just arrived here to be down near the river's edge, to be close to the search effort. Now, he is a 20-year-old young man from Germantown, Maryland, a graduate of Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. Naz Bell just finished his freshman year of college at Towson. He disappeared into the murky Potomac River Sunday evening. He'd been out with friends on the Billy Goat Trail, went into the water, called for help, and wasn't seen again. We spent part of the afternoon on the river with one of the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Department's swiftwater boat crews. Fairfax County has water rescue teams out there as well. They're closely examining the river and its rocky shoreline in the area where Naz went missing. The water nearly 50 feet deep in some places. They're using sonar as part of their search effort. We spent time near a 40-foot cliff, popular with young people, a place officials want everybody to stay away from and not jump or dive from. Not sure if that's exactly what Naz was doing with his friends yesterday. His parents, Shantae and Jamal Smith, know the reality, but no doubt are praying for a miracle.
He went out with his friends and he told me he was going to Virginia, and I didn't know that yesterday was going to be my last day.
Please continue to look for him. We believe in God and we're going to leave it in God's hands. But if you see something in the water, please alert officials and let's just continue to look for Nazir.
All of the kids that he was with, they're a bunch of good kids, and it's just a tragedy. And, my heart aches because I just wish I was there to help him. I just wish I was there to help him.
We're told the water temperature is in the 70s, river levels are low, and while it looks peaceful, currents are treacherous, and swimming is prohibited. Veteran kayakers say it would be easy to get caught in the current, drawn underwater, and stuck on rocks or debris.
Oh, it's terrifying. It's awful. It's everyone's worst nightmare to have a friend or a loved one go missing in any situation, but yeah, it's awful.
I've been doing this for over 30 years here, and there hasn't been a year gone by that somebody hasn't drowned, whether it's a swimmer or a kayaker or even just some people who don't know the water, right? You walk out here, it's nice, you can see it's nice and sandy, and you walk out, and then it drops off, and then the current takes you. And if you're not a good swimmer, you're going to be in big trouble.
We're told the search effort in earnest will end at sunset, and if they haven't found Naz's remains, it'll resume tomorrow.
Thank you, Bob. Montgomery County leaders sounding the alarm over elevated levels of PFAS, also called forever chemicals, in streams and ponds in North Potomac. The impacted areas are near Great Seneca Highway and Key West Avenue. County officials say that they're now working to identify potential sources while expanding monitoring efforts. Now, despite the high levels, officials say drinking water does remain safe. In the meantime, emergency work now underway to fix a deteriorated sewer line in Montgomery County. Crews will repair 1,700 feet of the Potomac Interceptor near Muddy Branch and Pennyfield Lock in Potomac, all to protect the drinking water supplies following January's massive sewage spill. The work is expected to continue through September.
All right, let's turn our attention to the weather here and get you outside on this beautiful day. Low humidity, plenty of sunshine. It was a gorgeous one.
Yeah, I think that we picked a winner to start off this new work week. Caitlin Roth is joining us.
Yeah.
I mean, the temperatures cool down a little when you break out the coat.
I know, right?
Wait.
Like
Nice.
Bundle up.
Who broke out a coat?
Oh, that blazer.
The blazer's on.
Yes.
It's feeling a little
Yeah, that blazer.
a little cool today.
But-
A bit of a breeze.
I know.
Yeah.
It's hot at her house.
Perimenopause. I'm always hot.
Right.
McLean weather, very different
Right.
from
Definitely.
Bethesda. Yeah, of course. No, it was definitely more comfortable. Everybody's got a different range of comfort, but today was, I think, more comfortable out as we took a nice break from the heat, and I should also say from the humidity. So, yes, a treat here in our last days of spring, mid-June. Certainly, we can go in the other direction, and we'll get back to that. But today, high temperature of 82 at Reagan, 78 was it at Dulles, and 79 at BWI. Our average high now up to 85, and the bigger part is, yes, the dry air, which made it feel so comfortable. So temperatures at this hour are in the 70s. Nice to take a walk after you get done work. That cloud cover thinning out a bit. Dew points in the low 50s. We routinely had days last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Dew points were over 70, and I think they probably were yesterday in advance of the storms. So there's your cloud cover kind of receding on satellite and radar, giving way to clear skies overnight tonight. Cool temps, low of 60 in D.C., but low to mid 50s for our suburbs and even upper 40s possible out across the mountains. Tuesday's the pick of the week. Gorgeous day as we warm up nicely under sunny skies with low humidity and highs in the low 80s. But we're rising again into Wednesday, and by Thursday, we're well into the 90s. That will bring a thunderstorm chance. I'll talk more about that coming up in my full 7-day. Angie?
Thank you, Caitlin. President Trump in France now for the G7 summit, a day after reaching an agreement with Iran to end the war. The deal extends the fragile ceasefire and will reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Israel's attacks in Lebanon remain an obstacle, with Israel's defense minister today announcing that troops will stay in that country.
The main thing is that Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. They fully agreed to that with strong policing powers, and they won't have a nuclear weapon, which is what it was all about, because they probably would have used it if they had it.
And it's a very important matter for peace, for the whole world.
Iran will also have 60 days to decide what to do with its nuclear program and in highly enriched uranium. The agreement will take effect following the formal signing, which is expected right now to happen Friday in Geneva.
The president is now calling D.C.'s 4th of July celebration a Trump rally. This after the majority of performers pulled out of the Freedom 250 concert series over concerns about it being partisan. Trump is promising the largest fireworks show in history. Military demonstrations, performances, and special guests are also expected. The Freedom 250 event on the National Mall is being organized through private partnership, not the federal government. And don't expect a repeat of UFC fights on the South Lawn of the White House. UFC head Dana White says it will never happen again. He said last night's event was a success and a one-of-one experience. About 4,000 people attended the fights in person.